I said at the outset of this program, this night was going to be fun for me because of some personal reunions. One, of course, was with Buck. I've known Buck a long time. I haven't known Dwight quite as long. But the guys you're about to meet, I met about 1957 and 58, and I happened to be present the night I was invited to come over by Wesley Rose to watch them record All I Have to Do Is Dream. It's a memory I treasure. Ladies and gentlemen, Don and Phil, the Everly Brothers.
You in my arms when I want you, and all your charms whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream, 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 dream when I feel blue in the night and I need you. Hold me tight whenever I want you. All I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream. I can make you mine, taste your lips of wine, anytime, night or day. Only trouble is, gee whiz, I'm dreaming my life away. I need you so that I could die. I love you so, and that is why whenever I want you, all I have to do is dream, 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 dream.
Sold a couple of million copies. Well, welcome back. Don?
Good to see you. It's a terrific song.
I am really glad to see you guys together on this show. The only time we ever got close, one night Don came to the show and Phil called in. Of course,
Yes.
kind of hard to sing that way.
Yeah, a little
We
difficult.
promised we'd be here, and here we are.
And I believe you sang, what, yesterday at the Mercury Polygram show?
Right.
Was the first time you had performed in
In
Nashville?
Nashville in 20,
Well,
25
8 million,
years?
yeah.
Long time.
About 8 million years, I think, yeah.
It was a long time since we've
know-
been in Nashville together.
One of you said something interesting to me tonight that we were talking about.
Must have been Don.
You said that Elvis, Buddy Holly, and the Everly Brothers were always country. And I remember when I first came to WSM, you were listed in the Grand Ole Opry picture book.
Well, we were
You were members of the Opry.
regular members of the Opry, yeah.
And
Yeah, pretty much all of the early rockers, Buddy Knox and all of them, they were Buddy Holly and Elvis. I think we were all raised country and grew up that way. It was surprising.
And then later on, I know Cadence Records formed a country music division. They signed Gordon Terry and the Everly Brothers. And the Everly Brothers cut Bye Bye Love and went crazy. And then followed that with Wake Up Little Susie. Wake Up Little Susie was very controversial, wasn't it?
Well, it was for the times, I guess. The song, the lyric was because of the falling asleep in the drive-in movie. It was banned in Boston.
Yeah, these kids went to the kids went to the movie. In the song, the kids went to the movie.
Yeah, fell asleep.
They fell asleep.
And they woke up, the movie was over, and everybody was gone.
But because they fell asleep together, stations banned it.
Yes.
Some stations banned
Yeah.
it. Not enough to hurt it.
I think it helped it.
Now, I have always heard that you were an influence on the Beatles, and I know you've always been a giant act in England. Do you recall meeting the Beatles?
Well, yeah.
Did they ever tell you this?
Well, they've always been very cordial, and in fact, Paul and George, mentioned the influence. Of course, they influenced by a lot of American rock and roll. I mean, we exported rock and roll to England, and they exported it back. Mm-hmm. That's about what happened.
Well, you're backing off of this a little bit.
Well,
we met them all. They're all. And, Paul and George. We know them best.
I mean,
they were what's called the Everly Brothers of England.
Were they really?
At one point, I think.
Early
in their career.
Did they come up and say, "Gosh, it's good to meet you guys. We've always been fans of yours."
Yeah,
well, I'll tell you what. They were so popular at one point, you couldn't get near them. And it was people. It was just not that time. We've talked to them since. Mainly over the years, I've gotten to know them.
I see.
Over the years,
McCartney wrote Wings of a Nightingale on the
Beautiful
last
song.
album before this one.
Yeah.
Which came out when you joined Mercury Polygram.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a break. We're talking to the Everly Brothers. We'll be back. Okay, my friends, we haven't done one of these this week. I was over at the fanfare booth, and I must tell you, yes, I'm aware all of you can't get through. That's the biggest single complaint I've received. I called you, but I couldn't get through. Okay, here's the phone segment, and some people are going to get through and talk to the Everly Brothers. Hello there.
Hello, this is Sharon Clower from Davenport, Iowa.
All right, Sharon, who would you like to talk with?
The Everly Brothers.
Go right ahead.
I'd like to know how they came up with the song Bird Dog.
Bird Dog?
Well, actually, Boodle Bryant passed away not too long ago. Wrote that song.
He's a bird.
He wrote a
He's
song.
He's a dog.
Boodle wrote us a lot of songs, and that particular song was one of the oddest, I would think.
Yeah, he was just a great individual. He could think up some strange things and make it work.
He wrote Bye Bye Love. He wrote Wake Up Little Susie. All I Have to Do Is Dream, and so on and so forth.
In fact, without him, I don't know what we'd be doing. We'd be doing some heavy
I guess he
lifting
and
somewhere.
Felice co-wrote most of these songs.
Well, they co-wrote some of them. Some of them they wrote separately.
Yeah.
We learned a lot just sitting around backstage, and I was talking to Don and Phil Everly, and they mentioned that up in their home, Muhlenberg, was it Muhlenberg County,
Muhlenberg
Kentucky?
County.
Where they're from, where Merle Travis is from, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I understand there's an Everly Brothers Boulevard or something?
They named stretch of highway from where really our hometown where I was born, and we call it hometown. It was Browning, Kentucky. It's no longer there. Mines did literally dig it up and haul it away. But they named it Highway 6. They're changing some names to a street to Everly Brother Boulevard.
Now, Phil, what are they doing in August?
Well, in August, I think we're going to have kind of a family homecoming down there. We're going to have a little parade and
I think we're going to go down
some
put a show
some
on.
things. Yeah, we're going to go down and do. We got enough Ken folks to fill up almost any place in Central
they're all
City.
there,
you know.
so we're going to go down.
So we're going to go down there. I think.
So, and I understand there are more honors coming.
Yeah, well, there are a few things, but it was, you hate to brag about them, but it's really nice to.
They're going to put up an Everly Brothers statue?
Yeah, that's what the last thing I heard.
That's the part you don't want to say.
And if they don't, we will. So.
Huh?
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I congratulate you.
Well, thank you very much.
Buck. We're going to go back to our special guest who did this album. I think this was their second release at Mercury Polygram, called title song of the second album. Here again, it's called Born Yesterday. Here again are Don and Phil, the Everly Brothers.
Living in a city where the walls have ears. People judge you by the words they hear. Shake their heads while they chew your name. Then they write it on a wall. People see you and they turn their heads. Whisper words you might have said. Point to a spot where you may have bled. Then they write it on a wall. He lost his mind today. She threw his clothes away. The love they thought would last just flew away. She lost her mind today. He threw her ring away. They act as if they were born yesterday. And I wonder whose heart hurts the worst. And who knows whose heart was broke first. No one gives them the love they need or helps them through their time of grief. After all, it could be you or me. We're just human after all. He lost his mind today. She threw his clothes away. The love they thought would last just flew away. She lost her mind today. He threw her ring away. They act as if they were born yesterday. And I wonder whose heart hurts the worst. And who knows whose heart was broke first. They lost their minds today. They threw their love away. They act as if they were born yesterday. They lost their love today. They threw it all away. They act as if they were born yesterday.
How about Don and Phil Everly? Where are you guys working?
Well, I guess we have a summer tour, and it's Atlantic City starting.
Where will you be in Atlantic City?
Harris.
Is that 3 days?
Yeah, we'll be there 3 days.
Okay, then where?
Then I'm going to go home for a while. And then
It says,
we do
I haven't
July,
reviewed the schedule. It
start of
says
summer.
Hampton Beach, New Hampshire.
That's the beginning of a whole summer tour. We'll be up in probably all of them in the
We'll be
area.
crossing the states a couple of times.
Who's in your band?
Larry London, Albert Lee,
Albert Lee is in your
Bill
band?
Cranham. We got a kind of a mid-Atlantic band.
And Buddy
You
Emmons
from
is coming
England,
out
and
this year with
Buddy
us.
Emmons is coming out with us this year.
Yeah, we're looking
No.
forward to it, yeah.
We'll have a good group of musicians. Yeah.
Albert, when the two of you split for a short while, Albert Lee used to sing Phil's part, didn't he?
Well, If I did a Sang Bye Bye Love, they had to have the harmony.
Yeah.
Cliff Richard was singing.
Well,
They'll make a home.
hey,
Albert's a great.
Albert Lee just got knocked out of that work.
Well, Albert's worked with both of us over the years. We've known Albert for just a long time. We met him in England back in the early 60s.
Hot guitar player. He was on this show one night. I've forgotten who he came with, but he was good.
Yeah.
Okay, we promised you this one too. Here are the Everly Brothers and Bye Bye Love.
Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. Well, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, sweet caress. Hello, emptiness. Well, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye. There goes my baby with someone new. She sure looks happy, I sure am blue. She was my baby till he stepped in. Goodbye to romance, that might have been. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. Well, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, sweet caress. Hello, emptiness. Well, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye. I'm through with romance. I'm through with love. I'm through with counting the stars above. And here's the reason I'm so free. My loving baby is through with me. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, happiness. Hello, loneliness. Well, I think I'm gonna cry. Bye-bye, love. Bye-bye, sweet caress. Hello, emptiness. Well, I feel like I could die. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye. Bye-bye, my love, goodbye.